this because it was something we were talking about on Technically Speaking, the other podcast that I do on Mondays, live Monday, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right? Tune in on YouTube and Instagram. And we were talking about a whole bunch of different things. And one of the things we started off talking about was the Kanye West concert that he did at the Intuit Dome, and how much money it generated, right? The stage that he did with the globe. And we were mentioning at the time, because it was still news, about how Kanye was going to have a tour that he was going to be doing in London, and how Pepsi had just pulled their sponsorship. And now that the news has come out, 4 days later, here it is Thursday, and they canceled the show completely, right? Like, I didn't know that Kanye was supposed to headline all 3 nights, apparently. But they not only said he can't do the show, but they said, man, you can't even come to our country, man. The fool Kanye West is banned from London, right? So let that settle in for a second, and let that remind you that yes, though here in America you have the freedom of speech to say and even in some cases do what you want, but because words have consequences, they can come back and bite you in the ass. And I think I even said that on the last video that I made, right? Like, and that's what happened. Kanye West had made some remarks about the Jewish community and compared them to, and was considered to be a Nazi sympathizer, right, by some of the merchandise that he chose to make, shirts with swastikas on it and making songs titled I'm a Nazi, right? Like, in America, you could do that all day long and still sell out concerts like at Intuit Dome, right? Like, America will take that money, and musicians will take that money, and taxpayers are paying for it all, right? So, this goddamn place. But you can't do that everywhere, right? And so consequences caught up to Kanye in the long run, and it's going to hurt his bank account, right? So many sponsors pulled their sponsorships for this show, the wireless show that they were doing, that they just canceled it altogether. All right, Pepsi pulled theirs, and along with that, Rockstar got pulled, Rockstar Energy Drink, and then there's like 3 or 4 more things. I got like liquors were being pulled, like Captain Morgan and whoever owns the Captain Morgan brand, they pulled their sponsorship and whatnot. So words have consequences, man, and let this be a reflection of that. You can't expect the rest of the world to be as understanding as we are here in America, right? Because the rest of the world has to fall in line. And you can't do and say whatever you want in other places in the world like you can here, right? And get away with it. Get away with it without consequences. Yeah, right. There's consequences for that shit, man. So that's my